From the 35-yard line, starting things off, and you're going to see a lot of this guy today, Christian. 2nd and 14 after a loss of 4, empty backfield. Hartman goes quick, and he'll...
Third down defense in the country in the Wisconsin Badgers.
Hartman has plenty of time and a wide open receiver. Donavon Greene into Badger territory, 36 yards.
Donavon Greene working against Faion Hicks, one of the better covermen. You see the separation that Greene was able to generate early.
Greene from Andy Griffith country, Mount Airy, North Carolina. Around the edge.
Forces the defense to be patient. Watch how long they ride the mesh.
2nd and 8 to Beal Smith, swinging it out, makes a man miss, cuts it back to the middle of the field. And how about Wake in the red zone? #1 in the country scoring points, 26 of 28, and a strike over the middle there. Both of these teams so grateful to be playing in this game. Christian Beal Smith near the 5s. In the backfield, it's Christian Beal Smith, and the Wildcat fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, gets around.
And get into their tempo, and they have.
Hartman has time, end zone, touchdown. In a calendar season, they prepared for 13 games and only got to play 8. Hartman over the top.
Turn to the field of play.
At one point, they were supposed to play the Duke's Mayo Challenge against the Irish in this stadium.
Are you with us? Or are you against us? If you want out, get out. If you're in, let's go. Is football worth it to you? For the answer for that question to be yes.
I mean, if anything, if you're going to block the guy, he stopped and slammed on the brakes.
All right, let's try this again. 3rd and 10. Hartman wide open is Morin this time, and Taylor's 46 yards, Stinch.
Wow, redemption for Morin. You see another switch route on the outside, right at the release point, and you can see Wisconsin struggled to maintain coverage.
Hartman keeps it himself, and he
kick them, but not too hard. That way you learn who really wants to be here and who really wants to just say we're around the team.
Their commitment to football in this team. Another 3rd down. 3 for 3 is Hartman on this down. Make it 4 for 4, and Roberson, touchdown.
Well, coming into this game, we knew that they were going to target Roberson over and over again, missed tackles. Look at the yards after my notes now, and that's precisely what I had, yes.
Justice Ellison is in the game, fake to him, and at
defenders to be incredibly patient.
Hartman moving the pocket all the way to the sideline. Deeks are 4 for 4 on 3rd down already. Hartman off his back foot.
And so far in this game, as you see, look again, another switch, release. We saw those to Florida, pretty successful, 2 national championships in 4 years.
Hartman with the handoff to Beal Smith, trying.
No question. I mean, a huge figure involved in that buyout.
2nd and 9, underneath throws, a good one. Breaking a tackle is done.
2 catches, got a season average of 20. He's up in that today.
Hartman throws the deep ball to Greene. Beal Smith will move over next to Hartman, gets him a block, and
Mertz, far fewer outings.
Sam's 4 for 5 on 3rd down, and
they stay apart. He stays downstairs and she stays upstairs, and they're not around each other without masks on or until he gets 2 negative COVID tests. So it's been especially challenging for them, and that is one reason.
With her dad after a 9-yard Christian Beal Smith run, just taptoeing, dancing there, and he spins and gets the 1st down.
As excited as they are to compete today, eager to get on the other side.
And the impact that has had on loved ones has been significant. 2nd and 10. Deeks from their own 21, deflected.
Really cooled off. He's got to dial in that accuracy.
On 3rd and 10, throws a ball that's perfect.
And a couple balls bounce off the hands of receivers.
Justice Ellison.
1.7 yards to go. Can they be more efficient here on 2nd down?
Down at the 29. It's just to pick up a 4 on that last play. Ellison bouncing off.
Roberson.
2 early touchdowns for him as the play clock goes down to 1. Surveying the whole field, Hartman will let it fly, and it's incomplete.
To play, and the Demon Deacons have 2 timeouts.
They just choose to run it with Beal Smith. What a story Anderson is, a true fresh.
Capitalize.
Entire ESPN family has tried to get Stench out there. He just won't do it. Sam Hartman's trying to get going on the football field. And that's a
pressure right in his face. He's had largely clean pockets, just hasn't been on target.
Christian Beal Smith finds a little hole and gets
really patient attacking the line of scrimmage just because the offensive line doesn't climb to the second level.
Beal Smith again wrestled down after a pickup of 2. They say he never went on the ground. He gets up.
Red zone, an area where they're exceptionally efficient.
Beal Smith hits the hole hard, breaking tackles and gets down.
Forrest in this game.
Hartman, end zone, another touchdown.
Started out with a touchdown throw to Roberson. Here in the second half, open up the half with a touchdown throw to Roberson.
Not a good football team, but he's so grateful for the opportunity to play, and it's another one of those messages. Wake's going up top here, got a man too.
Hartman with to Roberson again, up to the 45. That's well said. I mean, you love to see that accountability. Ellison gets past.
It was pretty obvious.
It's a defensive line that's very thin due to injuries. As multiple players, as you saw Isaiah Mullins there. Hartman underneath.
There's only 2 true defensive linemen on the field right now.
Ellison right at him. Stone, literally the big man on campus. 1st and 10. Hartman from the middle of his end zone, and Christian.
Good opening run for the Deacon defense, offense.
Hartman moves the pocket. Nice catch by Roberson. Offense than the one that was seen in the first half of the season. Beal Smith.
His ability to get back on the field, but since he has, that offense has ignited.
Hartman underneath. Completion.
Caribbean thing, and this year he was aiming for Uncle Rico in his Georgia photo, but he looks way too much like Doc Holliday from Tombstone. It's uncanny.
Explosive play, that's likely a touchdown if he's just running behind you.
Hartman chunks it again, another first down throw to Greene.
1.3 a catch.
Hartman to Christian Beal Smith out of the backfield. First down, Wake Forest.
A couple downfield throws. So after 7 incomplete, now 7 straight completions.
Beal Smith will run it. LSU a few years ago outmatched UCF. I think this is going to be a fair fight tonight, and that's picked off. Not reading the defense, and Noah Burke steps in front. Hartman does save.
Duke's mayonnaise, that's not a bad deal.
Well, you actually do. They brought you some. Hartman over the top, trying to get back on track, and it's a good ball. A different bird when it comes to Duke's Mayo. If everyone had access to behind-the-scenes commentary about Mayo this week, incomplete.
He's been largely on target here in the second.
This time he hits Greene for the 10th time today.
Series now. 3 straight targets. 2 out of the last 3 completions to Greene.
He's going to throw the deep ball. Roberson got a hand. Back to the ground. Beal Smith looking for something. Gets a couple. Hartman with Ellison with him in the backfield on a draw play. He's going to be.
And there's an interesting note now that pertains to the Sugar Bowl. My friends, and we got a pick.
Picked off.
He might go, Taylor.
Scott
Take
Nelson
over.
Inside the 30 to the goal line.
You had to think on the handoff, they might be thinking 4-down territory. He tried to force one in there to Roberson. Nelson's just reading the eyes of the quarterback, jumps the route.
They do have great depth on that offensive staff, so they will miss Elliott, but they should be all right with Trevor Lawrence and company. There's another interception.
So watch, here's Sanborn. Watch him, it looks like he's blitzing, and then he drops back. You see him initially.
Downs with 11:25 to go in the fourth quarter. Hartman at his own 30-yard line, Oceanside, South Carolina, where he followed Will Greer's dad, Chad, down there. It's a completion. Has those 3 interceptions, though, in this game he's trying to overcome. Surveying the entire field, nothing open. Now we'll dump it off wisely again, and it's
out. You go to QB draw, something they don't do often, although they've done twice in this game. Then back-to-back targets to Brandon Chapman, who only had 3 catches coming into this game.
Hartman wants to go down the field, nothing's open. Instead, he uses the safety, gaining possession of the football and not turning it over. Hartman.
We'll motion them to see if they can unlock the coverage.
And picked again. Jumping the route are the Badgers, going the other way. It is Colin Wilder, tackled by Hartman.
On Wake Forest, they're going to look for look at that. I mean, he jumped it just like Nelson did. And now they're taking turns at safety. Who's going to jump the route? Football game did not finish the way he wanted to.
Moving it around in the pocket.
Any rushing attack to speak of, really.
Slings it again, but
on, and eventually the dam broke.
Surveying the entire field and finally finds a man open at the 45. It's Roberson.
Maybe a little bit of floppage there from Roberson.
Now sacked, ball is out. Kern will step up and run, and he's near midway, and they've lost it 4 in this game alone. Now Kern throw
pretty quickly for Kern right now.
There's plenty of time. Is going to throw it deep into coverage. Roberson caught it. Yeah. 4th straight game, Roberson's gone over 100 yards. Now Kern doesn't. He came back to make a good play. 2nd down and 10. Kern will roll out and throw it to the end zone in
the pocket. Because right here he can just stay. The protection's there. Just stay. Look at this. Look at that protection right there. That's nice and clean. Instead, you end up leaving. Try
in the back of the end zone. So 3rd down and 10 now for Kern. Throws to that same corner again, and Roberson. Kern's in trouble. He gets rid of it. Down there in South Florida. They do have some opt-outs, though, to worry about in that game. Here's another new quarterback, Mitch Griffiths, the true freshman.
Notre Dame, with that great defense that they have, schemes to slow down what Alabama does offensively, which is just a
bench. The other thing that I'm having an issue with and trying to determine who wins it is Griffiths on play action will throw short to Roberson. It's a 1st down.
Almost calls into question why Ohio State is even playing in this game. We have not seen their best football. We've been told they're one of the
selection show, the playoff selection show. And this is an extremely hungry football team. What happened last year in the national championship, they have not forgotten. Dabo says Trevor Lawrence has only played one Bama or Cincinnati or one of those groups.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that in years past, if you could have played, you should have played. There's other teams out there that are playing shorthanded and got out there and competed anyway. You got teams that have played 5, 6 more games than you, and you de facto off week prior to the next contest. It's definitely an advantage.
Back here, let's see if Griffiths takes the end zone. Oklahoma State and Coach Gundy got the Cheez-Its last night. Christian Beal-Smith gets the 1st down here.
Bucket of mayo. I mean, I'm not stupid. I saw it over there.
Griffiths. Alabama in the championship game.
Are you?
You got Clemson?
I got Clemson.
Okay.
Based on what?
They hadn't played their best game. They're going to be fresh, like Stitch said. Christian Beal-Smith is down.
I don't agree with it, but I like it.
Why not? Just be different.
I don't agree with it either.
Christian Beal-Smith. Short. See if he can climb in there. He does. Touchdown.